And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the Self-Developed YouTube channel. Beautiful people, the best men's channel on YouTube, no cap. You guys know what's up. Welcome back to the cult, man. That's what it feels like. It feels like a little den of men, a little brotherhood, a little army, a little tribe, preparing ourselves before we go into the real world to slay some demons. Anyways, hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, guys, we are speaking of why men should no longer date in 2023. Now, I know this is a little clicky, but a lot of you guys, and by a lot, I mean about 2,000 of you, which I'm very grateful for, guys. I understand, like, you know, out of all self-development channels, I'm, at least with the men that I blew up with, I've superseded every single one of them in wisdom and knowledge. And I don't say this in like an egotistical way, but if you're still speaking of carnal things that are merely of the flesh and that can glorify yourself, then you're wrong. There's no other way to say it. And, you know, ultimately that will lead you to destruction. So, of course, the path is going to get narrowed, you know, that we're on the narrow path, guys. This is in the book of Matthew, right? Broad is the gate that leads to destruction. Many are on it. Few is the path that leads to life. Few will find it. So if you guys are still kicking it with me, I'm so bold to say that this is the path. This is the answer. Yes, I still have learning to do. Yes, I'm still relatively, you know, young in the greater scheme of things, but I'm confident in this, man. So anyways, guys, why say as men, we're done with modern women in 2023. You guys know where I'm going to go. I've made this beforehand, and I'll continue to do so. Like I said in the last video, or a couple back, I spoke of what was how to find a wife/girlfriend in 2023. And I know I'm not married, guys, but I'm definitely on the pursuit of that, right? Being on monk mode, sanctifying your heart, and then courting and vetting. This one's kind of like a part two. This is, you know, this is really me calling out men, myself, men, you guys, not women. I want to make that very clear. That's kind of what differentiates me between red-pilled YouTubers. I don't blame women. Yes, you know, they've fallen short, but like, you have to understand that like woman is created for man, right? Women are like an echo chamber to man. So if woman falls behind, that's because man allowed that to happen, right? It's like a leader, you know, if you're leading an army and like your fellow comrades fall behind and you don't check up on them and they get eaten by, I don't know, who do they, it's like pretend it's a movie, they get eaten by wolves or whatever, right? That's our fault as men. Like, we should have checked to be like, hey, Sergeant 249 and 382, you guys still good? You copy? And you know, but men didn't check. We got lazy, right? We became simps, just like Adam, right? Where he knew fully well, right? We were speaking about this at church today, right? He knew fully well that he was not supposed to bite this apple, but he chose Eve over God. I've done this. How many times have we done this, guys? This is, if I could summarize this entire video up, what it's all about. That's why we're all simps. Because even in the very beginning in Genesis, Adam chose to please his woman over God. And that was the downfall of everything. And that's why you and I, deep in our hearts, more you guys opposed to me, because I'm now submitted under Christ. Like I'm choosing God over woman. I'll tell you that, buddy. That's why if I'm going to be celibate and single for life, if that's in the will, so be it. As long as I'm glorifying this, that is number one, right? And of course, we can all fall short. And I have done this in the past, right? And a lot of you guys are now, but that's really the whole point of this video. The reason I say men should no longer date in 2023 is because you men, you guys, and yes, I'm speaking about myself, but men collectively, you're all beta. You're all simps. You all consciously or unconsciously, 98% of you, if I were, or not me, but if God was to give you the option of woman, think of like the Garden of Eden, right? Either obey God or please your wife, your woman, you would all choose woman. There's no doubt. There is zero doubt in my mind. And look, I'm not saying you guys are bad people. This is built within us. This is the reason we are in shambles. The reason all these political BS ideas are here with killing your kid, doing this, trans, LGB. You can paint the picture, man. And a host of other things like illegal immigration, this, that, are, you know, here in the West, our country no longer being pure. It's just being completely destroyed. You think of Europe, it's no longer Europe anymore, right? You know, again, guys, I'm trying to keep this kind of PG, but a lot of this corruption is because men did not say no. And it's hard because as men, we have all these guns pointed to our head. We're almost kind of like defenseless. It's like, you know, we have government and elites and all these guys saying, you know, like, I don't care what you believe. You do this, you get fired. right? You believe this new propaganda, or I take away your kids, I take away this. And that's not easy, man. It's not easy for myself. It's not easy for anybody. But like, regardless, as men, we are still commanded to stand up and do what we can. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Why do you think I have this here? I may only get, 2,000 views, if that. And a lot of people are going to look at me cringy, weird, far-right extremist, Christ-following dude. Well, guess what? Kick rocks. Kick my nuts. That sounded bad. I meant kiss them, right? Like, you know what I mean, guys? We got to really just grow up as men and start reclaiming that God-given authority. That is why he made us first. And ignore women and avoid them, and like, just grow up, man. Like what's wrong with you, you effeminate man-child? How dare you? How dare you disobey God time and time again because you get a busted nut a couple times a week? Like, what an effeminate loser. And you have the audacity to claim that you're somehow on this like self-development path. Are you kidding me? This is the majority of men in my industry. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Oh, self-development, alpha, do this, but they're still, they're taking the bait from Eve time and time again. They're pleasing women time and time again. And I'm not saying this because I'm better than any of you guys. No, in fact, I've lost all friends because of this ideology. I have 0 friends. I have the guys I mentor at my gym, and you guys, and then the church brothers I have now. There's about 4 of them. They're men. They're older than me. They're about like 32. That's it, man. And that's actually my next video. It's going to be the power of brotherhood and why you need a group of men like that, because like, you got to be willing to like die with these guys. And I got the pastor and the 4 other guys, and these guys go out street preaching in some like pretty dangerous areas, and it's good, man. It makes you feel alive. So, I mean, that's kind of it, guys. That's the whole point of this video. There's so much just like lukewarm BS out there with most YouTubers in my space who claim to have a new answer or a new technique, and it's all false, guys. Like, ignore all of it. They're idiots. Like, they're really stupid. Me too. I'm taking all this advice from Christ. It's not me. This is the Holy Spirit through me. I've given up David ideology, right? Even though I never really had it. Like, I was always godly with this spirit, promoting monk mode even before I knew what that meant, or being more virtuous. That's what matters, guys. Stop trying to recreate the wheel. I see all these YouTubers, I've thought of a new tactic. You thought of nothing, bro. You're an idiot. You are not smart. You don't know anything, okay? You went through some experiences. You've gained some wisdom that was not yours, because wisdom is always here. We just collect it. And I'm not here to, like, knock anybody, but, like, we need to go back to what's been working. Imagine, right? People have been creating houses for, like, thousands of years, but somehow your house is going to be new and refined. I mean, maybe it will, but it's probably just a replica of something you've already saw, right? And you're now just trying to take credit for it. You didn't make up anything. So anyways, guys, that's it. It's the end of this video. Why men should stop dating is because the only way you as a man are going to truly sanctify your heart and now glorify the Lord, right? Your mission over Eve, is if you have this season of monk mode where you're not talking to women, you're not glorifying them, you're not following them on TikTok, you're not fapping to them, nothing. You have to unplug, man. Because then you become lethal. Otherwise, they'll control you like putting a carrot in front of the donkey, right? To the day you die. And you'll bite it. That's literally what happened to Adam. You'll fall for it, man. You will. I think that's why women hate me too. I'm not saying I'm some like super big alpha guy. Every woman likes me, but like, I think a lot of them don't like me because, or maybe they do, because they realize they have no power over me. I go to my gym. I don't give them the time of day. And it's the way you hold yourself as a godly man on mission, crushing powerlifting. You're there for a purpose and a reason. And them wearing their provocative clothing, like, kick rocks, Satan, get behind me. There's something about that. And this is not like egoic or prideful, but they're like, dang, this guy, he ain't taking the bait. Because I'm glorifying the real God, man. I'm here for one reason, as are you, and it's time to grow up and start acting like that. Guys, we're the future of men, okay? You're in your mid-20s right now. It's not just going to be your dad carrying the torch. It's being handed to you, and you and I both need to do better, you in particular. I'm on this path, man. That's why I'm a leader. That's why I have this channel. This is why God put me through everything he did. So I lost all my finances. My YouTube channel took a massive hit. I lost all my friends. My girlfriend left me. Family didn't even know what I'm doing. I've been there, dude. And I don't tell you guys what happens behind the camera here. I just keep it in and I just endure. That's what we do as men. But I'm letting you know, as you come, not only will you succeed, right? Don't faint, for in due season you shall reap. But you're going to lead a new generation and a new path, and it gets better. And Christ is there. He's leading us, man. I'm not creating any of this. I'm just a humble servant. I know nothing. I submit to his will. I listen to my pastor. I listen to, based men ahead of me, and I become discerning, and I do what I can, right? And your woman follows your lead as a man. You don't take orders from a woman, bro. She's the one who bit the apple. You're going to take orders from her, who's already half demon possessed, twerking, wearing these provocative clothes at the gym. You're going to take orders from them? You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. You guys got to do better, man. You got to do better. You got to do better, bro. And if you're not following Christ, then you're wrong. You're just wrong. Trust me. I've studied it. I've been there. I've seen the fruits of it. It's wrong. It may seem a little good. It's not going to be good enough long term. This is the only way, because it's how God created us to be. So that is that, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And I'll finish it here, guys, with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level, you guys know what's up. There's always one-on-one coaching. Spots are open where you can work with me on a personal level at anything of what we talk about in these videos, guys. Becoming based as a man, or on a more practical level, improving things like your fitness, business, mindset, and relationships. That is that, guys. Book it below, and I'll finish it there. You can support Edge. Coupon code developed. We got that nice blue tee. About to record some reels, and then go to bed, and then do it all over again, and serve God, and then you die. If you get a wife, you get a helpmate for your mission to serve God in the future, great. But if not, doesn't matter, buddy, because our priorities are straight as they should be. Otherwise, you're going to perpetuate this degenerate loop that's going to ruin everything, and that's your fault as a man, right? As it would be my fault, right? Anytime I point a finger at you guys, 4 pointed back at me, okay? So just keep that in mind. Or I guess I should say 3 are pointed back at me. Depending if you count the thumb or not. That's kind of pointed. That is that, guys. Love you all. Check your next video. Till then, much love. Peace.